Yes! All right, I've waited long enough, okay? It's time to analyze Michael Jackson's Billie Jean once again, but this time with a little bit more in-depth analysis, thanks to this little program that I have that allows me to look into the stems of a track and really listen closely to a specific part of a song. It's not perfect, I don't have the official stems, but it's something, okay? And if any of you know how to get the official stems, it would be wonderful to have access to them. I know some people do. I don't, so I have to make with what I have, and this is what I have. But those of you who have been following my channel for quite a bit know that I have talked about Michael Jackson's Billie Jean in the past. I made a whole video about it, about why it's the greatest pop song in the history of the world. And this video is not going to be too different from that, but like I said, I'm going to go dive a little deeper into the song. We're not going to listen to the song, react to it or anything like that. I'm pretty sure you know what the song is. If you're a massive Michael Jackson fan, this is the channel to be, and, we don't got to listen to the whole song again. This, I think, will be incredibly fun, and I think at the end of the day, it will just reinforce how amazing and masterful this song is. I think it's the greatest pop song in the world. I really do. It might be my favorite song in the world too. But let's just say pop song for now. All right, before we start though, please make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot. All right, guys, so the first thing I want to listen to is the bass of Billie Jean. This is the most famous section of the song, right? The bass melody is iconic. Besides the drums, I would say the drum intro of the song is probably more iconic than the bass line, but the bass line is like right neck and neck with the drums. The bass has always been sort of perplexing to me because ever since I listened to it when I was young, I was like, this sounds like there's a lot more going on than just a simple, electric bass. Sounds like there's a lot more going on. And it is true. There's a great YouTuber by the name of Anthony Marinelli. He worked on Thriller back in the day. He was a programmer and he also played the synthesizer. And he revealed that the bass sound in Billie Jean has a lot more going on. Apparently, there are 4 things going on, 3 electric synthesizer instruments, and then the 4th being the electric bass. And listening, and I'll just play a little snippet of the video here just so you can get an idea. It's interesting because when I listen to the song, it's just very hard to take out those electric synthesizers to actually listen to them. At least when the bass is first introduced, the bass when you first hear it in the song, it sounds purely like an electric bass, and it sounds layered. Like there are multiple electric basses being played almost at different times, slightly, ever so slightly, to create this feeling of layering within that electric bass sound. And it's only until the song gets going that you start to hear the nuances of the electric synthesizer bass. I could very well be wrong, but I'm sorry, but when you first hear the bass sound of Billie Jean, it doesn't sound like there is anything electric synthesizer-y going on. There might be, 1 or 2 things going on, but not the 3 parts that Anthony Marinelli was talking about. It's only until later that we start to hear that, and I'm gonna isolate it here, and you'll see what I mean. Oh yeah. That's so good. It's so good. When I first heard that bass sound, it absolutely mesmerized me. Even when I was young, just when I was a little kid. And this is where it becomes more electric. The synthesizers, you could hear it. That's a combination of electric synthesizer and electric bass, 100%. But I'm sorry, but the first bass sound that you hear here, it's purely electric bass, and just the instrument, and it's probably layered. That's how it gets that Now, maybe the root of the melody here, of the bass lick, maybe has some electric synthesizer in there just to give it that extra punch, but I think it's layered, dude. Oh my god, that bass sound, dude. It will never ever get old. Never. Oh, here it. Yep, you can hear the electric synthesizer coming in there. The mini moog, or the mini moog, as they call it. Oh, it's so full, But can't knock how it sounds when you first hear it, dude. Oh my god. It's good stuff. Ooh, let's put some, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh. Some of the one of the best pre-choruses ever, dude. Oh. Yes. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There's so much dynamic in here. With the strings, so much dynamic. Rising action. Oh, it's so good, dude. It's so good.
Don't think twice. She told my baby dance to 3. Then she looked at me, then showed a photo. Baby cried, his eyes were like mine. Go and dance on the floor in the round, babe. People always told.
Oh, we'll talk about the vocals. We'll talk about the vocals 100%. Ooh. Love the live orchestra here. Ooh. I love how the that, iconic melody, it's just two chords here. Those two chords, man, just begin, with this sort of electric synthesizer sound, right? And then eventually the orchestra takes a hold of those chords as well. And it just makes it so grand. Just two chords, man. Da, da, it's so powerful. It's so good, man. It's the identity of the song, really. Becomes short and then it elongates. There's so much dynamic here, they're short, bum, 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 and then they get long, like it's so good, man. It's so good. Here we go. Love that. Yes, it's so good. Yes. All these flourishes, you know, that the song has, it's so good. You know, MJ is really good at his ad-libs, but the orchestras here having their own ad-libs, you know? It's so good. I love just this vocally, you know, this is like the song where like every single part of it makes sense with each other. Like every single part, like everything flows so perfectly well. Everything's speaking to each other. Like, you know, the bass is speaking to the drums, it's speaking to the guitar, the vocals, the vocal melody is speaking to the strings. Like everything is in line, dude. Everything, every single thing. And there's dynamic and there's movement. It keeps you engaged. Like I said, you have these very long stretches of those two chords, the and then you have the you just have one long stretch, right? And then you just have the more shorter ones, and it creates this dynamic within the chorus, and it also, there's dynamic in the main vocal melody, right? I mean, we're hearing it right here. Let's go a little bit back. The stillness, short and attached. Oh, greatest song ever written, man. Greatest song ever written. Let's go back to the beginning and isolate some of these vocals that MJ has, because the thing about MJ is, I've always said this, and I'm going to continue saying it. He has such a unique voice. I think he's the greatest singer of all time, and mainly because he was an actor with his voice. You know, not just a singer. He wasn't just technically brilliant. He was stylistically brilliant. He was rhythmically brilliant. No other artist that I've ever heard sings with such rhythm and such entertainment than Michael Jackson, while also him being a beautiful technical singer who can sing high as hell, who can sing low at a respectable way, and who can also have grit, you know, and there was softness to him. No one has ever come close to having this type of dynamic to their voice. And we can hear it in Billie Jean as well. This song right here is very showy. The song has such flair to it, even the lyrics, right? From a movie scene, you know, there's so much pizzazz, and he brings it to the song. I love how the program is able to take out the vocals, because Michael is adding background vocals to those classic two chords that are also, you know, I think I said earlier in the video that it was electric. I mean, maybe there was some electric synthesizer help in those two chords, but originally it's orchestral. It's very apparent that it's orchestral. But I love how the program is able to take out MJ's vocals out of those two chords, because he is also beefing them up with his own voice too, which is really cool.
She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I said, don't mind, but what do you mean?
I said, don't mind, but I said, it's so good, dude. Who has that type of style? Who has that? Nobody.
Mean I am the one.
These, every little thing, every little space is filled with something. You know, he fills it, dude. It's amazing. It's almost as if, you know, you're trying to paint a wall and you don't miss a single spot. That is what MJ does with his voice.
Who would dance on the floor and around? She said, I am the one. Who would dance on the floor and around? She told me her name was Billie Jean as she caused a scene. Then heavy hair turned to ice dream of being the one.
I could hear this dude sing, you know, just a cappella without any other instrumentation. I mean, all these, I'm telling you, he's an actor with his voice, dude.
Who would dance on the floor and around? People always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. And mother always told me, be careful who you love.
The grit.
Be careful what you do. Could the lie become the truth? Hey, the Billie Jean's not my love. She just a girl. But then I am the one. But the kid is not my son. She says I am the one, but the kid is not my son.
I love how in the chorus, he chooses where he wants harmonies and where he wants unison. Specifically, the unison comes with the kid is not my son, right? And then the Billie Jean is not my lover. There's some harmonies there, but the kid is not my son. That's where it's unified. And it gives it much more punch because, I mean, that's the iconic line in the song from a vocal melodic standpoint, right? A lot of people, the kid is not my son. That's a very, very powerful line, both thematically and melodically here by MJ deciding not to separate it and by giving it harmony, but by giving it unison, which is just amazing.
Kid is not my son. She says I am the one, but the kid is not my son. No. Before the days and before the night, I was on the side. But who can stand when he's in demand? Her schemes and plans. Go and dance on the floor and around. So take my strong advice. Just remember to always think twice. Don't think twice. She told my
Love
baby, dance to 3.
Oh, the vocal production here is amazing, dude. The filters and effects added to his voice to give just more spaciness, you know, like he's on the left channel, you know, and then he goes back into the center, and it adds so much depth and cinematicness to the song.
Twice, she told my baby, dance to 3. She looked at me, then showed a photo. Baby cried, his eyes were like mine. Go and dance on the floor in the round, babe. People always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts.
The grit, dude. Be careful what you do. Oh, God. It's so good. So powerful.
But she came and stood right by me. I took the smell of sweet perfume. This happened much too soon. She called me to her room. Hey, the Billie Jean's not my lover. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one. But the kid is not my son. No. The Billie Jean's not my lover. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one. But the kid is not my son. No. She says I am the one. But the kid is not my son.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yep. You could listen to this guy sing all day, man. All day. And I gotta listen to the ad-libs a little bit later.
She says he's my son, breaking my heart, babe. She says I am the one. The Billie Jean's not my lover. The Billie Jean's not my lover. The Billie Jean's not my lover. The Billie Jean's not my lover.
Yeah. Love that, dude. Love that. And of course, just for shits and giggles, although there's no shits and giggles here, it's just giggles. We got to listen to the drums. The last thing. The most iconic intro of all time. Oh yeah. Those claps. And then, ooh. And then the fills. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, that bass. I could listen to it all day, man. You know, when I first heard the drums as well, not just the bass, but the drums, I was like, how the hell did they do that drum sound too? You know, like it has the perfect amount of echo. It has the perfect amount of reverb. It just sounds so beautiful. And so grand, you know, so, you know, it's got so much affirmation and confidence to it, you know? Oh my God, it's beautiful, and it's got the perfect amount of crunch, you know, and sizzle to it, you know, because I believe it's called a kabasa, but it's that thing right there. It just adds so much movement and sizzle to it. But man, the kick and the snare, dude. It's just, you will never get anything like this, just ever, you know? And that's why, like, even the live version of the song just never lives up to the studio version, just because the studio version, you know, you're able to beautify it, you know, to the nth degree, right? So it's just absolutely incredible, and the greatest song ever made, or maybe let's say one of the greatest songs ever made, the greatest pop song ever made, 100%. Right. Love it. But there we have it, everybody. Those are my thoughts on Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. Again, the greatest pop song ever made. Enough about me, though. I want to know what you have to say. Do you agree with my takes? You know, did you hear something new in you know, hearing these isolated tracks that you really loved? Is there something I missed? Is there something you would have liked for me to point out? Is there something you know of the track that would be a fun fact to know? Whatever it is, let me know in the comment section below. Do you hate this song? How would you ever hate this song? But if you do, let me know. We can have a good discussion down below. Give this video a like if you like, dislike it if you didn't. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this content. You want to see more stuff like this. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you, you beautiful creature. But I think that's it for me. You all take care, stay safe, and until next time, keep listening to Billie Jean.